Perhaps evidence of the great tax exodus that we've been talking about. The Census Department says more than 1,000 New Yorkers moved to Columbus, Ohio in the last 3 years. That seems a little obscure, doesn't it? New York to Columbus, 1,000 in 3 years. The number apparently is growing. People say that the city's low housing costs, this is Columbus, strong job market, lively neighborhoods, and the banking industry, which is big in Columbus, that's all attracting New Yorkers who are also probably getting away from taxation. Speaking of the tax exodus, New Jersey is another of those high-tax blue states, and Governor Murphy, he wants even higher taxes in the Garden State. Joining us now is New Jersey Senate President Stephen Sweeney. Stephen, it's been a long time. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Stuart.
I just read this on NewJerseyNJ.com. It says that because you oppose the higher taxes that Governor Murphy is proposing. And NJ.com says that Murphy's allies are preparing to attack you. That they're going after you because you oppose his tax increases. You're smiling. Why?
Well, it's so silly. Stuart, we disagree. And we disagree because we're concerned about the flight of people living in the state of New Jersey. And, you know, and I keep talking about the same thing, and maybe the administration, maybe the governor should want to understand why that we are resistant and why our concerns are about, you know, raising taxes right now in a high-tax state where the people that can leave will leave, you know. So for me, when I heard about that they actually put a super PAC together to go after people like myself that are reluctant to raise taxes, why don't we start looking at how we fix the government itself first? Rather, what happens here all the time, Stuart, is people look to find revenue to fund programs. We're talking about expanding programs when we can't already pay for the programs that we have now. So, you know, putting more programs on top of other programs that you can't fund doesn't make much sense. And, you know, and my biggest point with this administration is, if we gave him all the taxes that he wanted this year, how am I going to pay for these installments next year, the following year, and the following year? You know, Stuart, you're talking about a couple $1 billion more in taxes to pay for everything on top of this already. It's time to fix New Jersey, not tax it.
Would you consider lowering taxes? I mean, if you had the power, would you lower taxes in New Jersey?
Well, you know, Stuart, we have done some of that. You know, again, the estate tax, we eliminated the estate tax. We raised the threshold on retirement income where we tax retirees. We've done some of that. You know, it would be nice to be in a position where we can make ourselves more attractive tax-wise. But what I'm saying is what we can do is stop the increase in taxes and figure a way to start cutting the cost so that we don't have to keep going back to the people of New Jersey every time.
I just don't understand why a man who used to be big at Goldman Sachs and is now the New Jersey governor, Mr. Murphy, why on earth would he think like that? Why would he want to raise a millionaire's tax, raise the sales tax? You've got a background of capitalism, Goldman Sachs. You know how markets work. You know how revenue works. Why is he doing this?
I think he believes it, Stuart. I tell people this all the time. I give him credit. This is what he believes in. This is what he's doing. But he has to understand that as Democrats in the legislature, we are the same party of him. We don't agree. We have concerns, and we want to have a conversation on fixing New Jersey first. You know, again, Stuart, this is, when the governor talks about this, he says this is the first installment of 4 installments. This one costs $1.7 billion. Where's the money come from next year to make the next installment? It's time to stop talking taxes, and it's now time to talk about fixing New Jersey.
Sir, that is a soundbite that will live with us for a long, long time, and we're going to use it. Stephen Sweeney, it is a pleasure, and we do thank you for being with us, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stuart.